Question 1. What does this road sign indicate about the upcoming road ahead? A. Dangerous curve to the right. B. Dangerous curve to the left. C. Steep descent ahead. D. Road narrows on the right. Answers is A. Dangerous curve to the right. This warning sign indicates that there is a dangerous curve to the right ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for the bend. Question 2. What is the primary action you should take when approaching this sign on the road? A. Prepare to stop at traffic lights. B. Proceed with caution, no stop. C. Speed up to clear junction. D. Overtake any slow vehicles. Answers is A. Prepare to stop at traffic lights. This warning sign indicates that there are traffic lights ahead. You should prepare to slow down or stop, depending on the light signal, and be aware of traffic conditions. Question 3. Which hazard is by this specific warning sign on the road? A. Children likely to be present. B. Cyclists crossing ahead. C. Elderly people crossing. D. Pedestrian crossing point. Answers is A. Children likely to be present. This sign warns drivers that children are likely to be present, often near schools or play areas. Drivers should reduce speed and be extra vigilant. Question 4. What is the primary purpose of a give way sign at a junction? A. To give priority to traffic on the main road. B. To indicate a compulsory stop. C. To warn of uneven road surface. D. To mark a pedestrian crossing point. Answers is A. To give priority to traffic on the main road. A give way sign means you must let traffic on the main road go first. You should slow down, look carefully, and only proceed when it is safe to do so without causing other vehicles to change speed or direction. Question 5. When are you permitted to use the horn of your vehicle in a built-up area? A. To warn others of your presence in danger. B. To signal frustration at other drivers. C. To greet a friend on the pavement. D. To alert slow drivers at traffic lights. Answers is A. To warn others of your presence in danger. In a built-up area, you should only use your horn to warn other road users of your presence or to alert them of a potential danger. It should not be used for impatience or as a greeting. Question 6. What must you do when you see this triangular road sign ahead? A. Be prepared for a steep ascent. B. Prepare for a steep descent. C. Expect a sharp bend to the right. D. Look out for a slippery road. Answers is A. Be prepared for a steep ascent. This warning sign indicates a steep ascent uphill gradient ahead. Drivers should select an appropriate gear to maintain power and speed. Question 7. What does this road sign instruct drivers to do at the junction? A. Stop and give way to traffic. B. Proceed without stopping. C. Give way but do not stop. D. Only stop if traffic is heavy. Answers is A. Stop and give way to traffic. The stop sign means you must stop behind the stop line and give way to traffic on the major road. You must not proceed until it is safe to do so, ensuring you do not cause any other vehicles to stop, slow down, or swerve. Question 8. What is the meaning of this circular sign with a red border? A. No overtaking allowed. B. Minimum speed limit of 30. C. End of speed limit zone. D. One-way traffic only. Answers is A. No overtaking allowed. This prohibitory sign indicates that overtaking is not allowed for any vehicle beyond this point. Drivers must maintain their position and not attempt to pass other vehicles. Question 9. When driving in foggy conditions, what is the best way to use your lights? A. Use dipped headlights and fog lights. B. Use full beam headlights only. C. Use side lights only for visibility. D. Do not use any lights to save battery. Answers is A. Use dipped headlights and fog lights. In foggy conditions, you should use dipped headlights, and if fitted and visibility is seriously less than 100 meters, your fog lights. Full beam headlights can reflect off the fog and reduce your visibility even further. Question 10. What should you do if your vehicle breaks down on a motorway? A. Pull onto the hard shoulder and call for help. B. Remain in the lane until assistance arrives. C. Attempt to fix the problem yourself. D. Walk to the next service station. Answers is A. Pull onto the hard shoulder and call for help. If your vehicle breaks down on a motorway, you should pull over onto the hard shoulder as far left as possible. Turn on your hazard warning lights, and if safe to do so, exit the vehicle from the left and wait behind the barrier. Use an emergency telephone to call for help. Question 11. What does this sign mean for vehicles exceeding a certain weight? A. No entry for goods vehicles. B. Goods vehicles must turn right. C. Parking for goods vehicles. D. Goods vehicles priority lane. Answers is A. No entry for goods vehicles. This sign indicates that entry is prohibited for goods vehicles above a certain maximum gross weight, usually on the sign. It restricts access for heavier commercial vehicles. Question 12. What action should a driver take when encountering this sign? A. Prepare to enter a roundabout. B. Turn left at the next junction. C. Follow a one-way system. D. Merge with oncoming traffic. Answers is A. Prepare to enter a roundabout. This mandatory sign indicates that you are approaching a roundabout. Drivers should prepare to give way to traffic already on the roundabout from the right, unless otherwise signed, and choose the correct lane for their exit. Question 13. What does this sign indicate to drivers about the road condition ahead? A. Slippery road surface. B. Loose gravel ahead. C. Uneven road surface. D. Road liable to flooding. Answers is A. Slippery road surface. This warning sign indicates a slippery road ahead, meaning grip for vehicles. Drivers should reduce their speed and avoid sudden steering or braking movements. Question 14. What is the recommended following distance in dry conditions? A gap. B. A gap. C. As close as possible safely. D. 1 car length per 10. Answers is A gap. The recommended minimum following distance in dry conditions is a gap. This allows you enough time to react and stop safely if the vehicle in front suddenly brakes. This distance should be increased in poor weather. Question 15. Why is it dangerous to leave gaps in queuing traffic at junctions? A. It could tempt others to jump queues. B. It makes the traffic flow faster. C. It creates space for emergency vehicles. D. It is safer to have more space. Answers is A. It could tempt others to jump queues. Leaving excessive gaps in queuing traffic, especially at junctions, can tempt other drivers to jump queues or block yellow box junctions, leading to further congestion and frustration. Question 16. What does this sign prohibit drivers from doing? A. Making a U-turn. B. Turning right. C. Turning left. D. Overtaking. Answers is A. Making a U-turn. This prohibitory sign indicates that U-turns are not allowed at this location. Drivers must continue in their current direction or choose an alternative route to change direction. Question 17. What does this sign warn drivers about on the road ahead? A. Uneven road surface. B. Speed hump ahead. C. Slippery road. D. Road narrows. Answers is A. Uneven road surface. This warning sign indicates an uneven road surface ahead. Drivers should reduce their speed to avoid damage to their vehicle and maintain control. Question 18. What is by this blue circular road sign? A. Proceed straight ahead only. B. No entry for all vehicles. C. One-way traffic to the right. D. End of speed limit zone. Answers is A. Proceed straight ahead only. This mandatory sign means that vehicles must proceed straight ahead only. It is often found at junctions or on one-way streets to direct traffic flow. Question 19. What should you do if you accidentally take the wrong exit on a motorway? A. Continue to the next exit. B. Reverse back to the correct exit. C. Stop and ask for directions. D. Make a U-turn on the hard shoulder. Answers is A. Continue to the next exit. If you accidentally take the wrong exit on a motorway, you must continue to the next exit. Reversing, stopping, or making U-turns on a motorway is extremely dangerous and illegal. Question 20. When is it acceptable to cross a solid white line in the middle of the road? A. To pass a stationary obstruction. B. To overtake a slow vehicle. C. When there is no oncoming traffic. D. Never under any circumstances. Answers is A. To pass a stationary obstruction. You can only cross a solid white line if it's safe and necessary, for example, to pass a stationary obstruction, traffic island, or to enter a side road. Overtaking or simply moving into the opposite lane is generally prohibited. Question 21. What does this sign mean for cyclists? A. Cyclists leaving or entering. B. Cycle track ahead. C. No cycling allowed. D. Parking for bicycles only. Answers is A. Cyclists leaving or entering. This warning sign indicates that cyclists may be leaving or entering the road ahead. Drivers should be particularly alert for cyclists and prepared to slow down. Question 22. What does this regulatory sign indicate to drivers? A. No right turn allowed. B. Right turn compulsory. C. Warning of sharp right bend. D. Give way to traffic on right. Answers is A. No right turn allowed. This prohibitory sign means that making a right turn at this junction or location is not allowed. Drivers must choose an alternative route. Question 23. What is the meaning of this priority sign? A. Priority over oncoming traffic. B. Oncoming traffic has priority. C. End of priority road. D. Give way at the next junction. Answers is A. Priority over oncoming traffic. This priority sign means you have priority over any oncoming traffic. You can proceed, but should still be aware of other vehicles and ensure it is safe to do so. Question 24. What should you do before making a U-turn on a road? A. Check for road markings prohibiting it. B. Signal right and proceed immediately. C. Only check your right mirror. D. Assume it's always allowed. Answers is A. Check for road markings prohibiting it. Before making a U-turn, ensure it is legal by checking for no U-turn signs or solid white lines. Also, ensure there is sufficient space and visibility, and that it won't endanger or inconvenience other road users. Always check mirrors and signal. Question 25. When should you use your hazard warning lights? A. When your vehicle is an obstruction. B. When driving slowly in good weather. C. To thank other drivers. D. When parked legally at night. Answers is A. When your vehicle is an obstruction. Hazard warning lights should be used when your vehicle is stationary and temporarily obstructing traffic, such as when broken down. They should not be used while driving unless on a motorway or unrestricted dual carriageway to warn following traffic of a hazard ahead. Question 26. What does this sign warn drivers about regarding large vehicles? A. Strong side winds ahead. B. Falling rocks from above. C. Low bridge ahead. D. Road narrows on both sides. Answers is A. Strong side winds ahead. This warning sign indicates that there may be strong side winds, which can be particularly hazardous for vehicles, motorcyclists, and caravans. Drivers should grip the steering wheel firmly and be prepared to adjust their steering. Question 27. What does this blue square sign indicate to drivers? A. Start of a motorway. B. End of a motorway. C. Service area ahead. D. No entry for motor vehicles. Answers is A. Start of a motorway. This information sign marks the beginning of a motorway. Motorways have specific rules and speed limits, and certain vehicle types are prohibited from using them. Question 28. What is by this circular sign with a red diagonal line? A. End of speed limit restriction. B. Start of a new speed limit. C. No entry for all vehicles. D. Minimum speed limit zone. Answers is A. End of speed limit restriction. This prohibitory sign indicates the end of the maximum speed limit previously imposed. Drivers should then observe the national speed limit for the type of road they are on, unless another speed limit sign is present. Question 29. What should you do if your braking system ABS activates? A. Maintain firm pressure on the pedal. B. Pump the brake pedal rapidly. C. Release the brake pedal immediately. D. Steer hard in the opposite direction. Answers is A. Maintain firm pressure on the pedal. If your ABS activates, you will feel a pulsing sensation through the brake pedal. You should maintain firm, steady pressure on the pedal and steer to avoid the hazard. Do not pump the brakes, as this defeats the purpose of ABS. Question 30. What does the term blind spot refer to in driving? A. Areas not visible in mirrors. B. Areas behind the vehicle. C. Areas covered by headlights. D. Areas blocked by the dashboard. Answers is A. Areas not visible in mirrors. A blind spot is an area around your vehicle that cannot be seen using your mirrors. Always check your blind spots by glancing over your shoulder before changing lanes or making a maneuver to ensure no other vehicles or cyclists are present. Question 31. What does this sign warn drivers about on the road ahead? A. Embankment or quayside ahead. B. Steep descent ahead. C. Road liable to flooding. D. Slippery road surface. Answers is A, embankment or quayside ahead. This warning sign indicates that there is an embankment or quayside ahead, meaning the road runs alongside a river, canal, or drop. Drivers should be cautious and aware of the edge of the road. Question 32. What does this road sign indicate to drivers? A. Vehicles must turn right. B. No right turn allowed. C. Right lane ends ahead. D. Warning of right bend. Answers is A. Vehicles must turn right. This mandatory sign means that vehicles must turn right. It is typically found at junctions or entrances where only a right turn is permitted. Question 33. What does this road sign signify regarding entry? A. No entry for any vehicle. B. One-way street ahead. C. Give way to oncoming traffic. D. Parking prohibited. Answers is A. No entry for any vehicle. This prohibitory sign, often called a no entry sign, means that vehicles are forbidden from entering the road or area it guards. It's usually found at the end of one-way streets or to restrict access. Question 34. What is the consequence of driving too close to the vehicle in front? A. Stopping distance and reaction time. B. Improved fuel efficiency. C. Faster journey times. D. Better view of the road ahead. Answers is A. Stopping distance and reaction time. Driving too close, known as tailgating, significantly reduces your stopping distance and reaction time, making it much harder to avoid a collision if the vehicle in front stops suddenly. It is a dangerous practice. Question 35. What should you do if you encounter roadworks ahead? A. Slow down and follow all signs. B. Speed up to get past quickly. C. Ignore temporary lane closures. D. Assume normal speed limits apply. Answers is A. Slow down and follow all signs. When approaching roadworks, you must slow down, be aware of workers and machinery, and follow all temporary signs and instructions. Lane configurations and speed limits may change, requiring increased caution. Question 36. What does this sign indicate about the road's width ahead? A. Road narrows on both sides. B. Road narrows on the left. C. Road narrows on the right. D. Lane closure ahead. Answers is A. Road narrows on both sides. This warning sign indicates that the road ahead narrows on both sides. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for less space, potentially needing to give way to oncoming traffic. Question 37. What does this sign mean for priority at a junction? A. You are on a priority road. B. Give way to oncoming traffic. C. Stop and give way. D. End of priority road. Answers is A. You are on a priority road. This priority sign, a yellow diamond with a white border, indicates that you are on a priority road, meaning traffic on this road has at unmarked junctions over traffic entering from side roads. However, always be prepared for others' mistakes. Question 38. What is the restriction by this sign? A. No parking allowed. B. No stopping allowed. C. Parking for disabled only. D. Waiting restricted at times. Answers is A. No parking allowed. This prohibitory sign, a blue circle with a red diagonal line, means no parking. You can stop temporarily to pick up or drop off passengers, but you cannot leave your vehicle unattended. Question 39. Why is it important to check tire pressures regularly? A. To ensure safe handling and braking. B. To increase tire wear. C. To reduce fuel economy. D. To avoid changing tires. Answers is A, to ensure safe handling and braking. Checking tire pressures regularly is crucial for safe handling, effective braking, and optimal fuel economy. Incorrect tire pressure can lead to poor grip, increased stopping distances, and premature tire wear. Question 40. What is the correct procedure when exiting a motorway? A. Signal left, move to the left lane, adjust speed. B. Brake sharply on the main carriageway. C. Merge right into faster traffic. D. Wait until the last moment to signal. Answers is A. Signal left, move to the left lane, adjust speed. When exiting a motorway, you should look for signs indicating your exit well in advance. Move safely into the lane, signal left in good time, and maintain your speed until you are on the slip road, then adjust to the lower speed limit. Question 41. What does this warning sign indicate to drivers? A. Pedestrian crossing ahead. B. No pedestrians allowed. C. Footpath only. D. Children playing nearby. Answers is A. Pedestrian crossing ahead. This warning sign indicates that a pedestrian crossing is ahead. Drivers should be prepared to slow down or stop to allow pedestrians to cross safely. Question 42. What does this blue circular sign instruct drivers to do? A. Turn left at the junction. B. No left turn allowed. C. Left lane closure. D. Give way to left. Answers is A. Turn left at the junction. This mandatory sign means that vehicles must turn left. It is typically found at junctions or entrances where only a left turn is permitted. Question 43. What does this sign mean for vehicles carrying specific goods? A. No entry for dangerous goods. B. All goods vehicles prohibited. C. Dangerous goods parking. D. Fuel station ahead. Answers is A. No entry for dangerous goods. This prohibitory sign indicates that vehicles carrying dangerous goods are not permitted to enter the road or area. This is to protect public safety and the environment. Question 44. What does a flashing amber light at a pelican crossing indicate? A. You must give way to pedestrians. B. You must stop immediately. C. Proceed only if the road is clear. D. Pedestrians can no longer cross. Answers is A. You must give way to pedestrians. A flashing amber light at a pelican crossing means you must give way to any pedestrians on the crossing. If the crossing is clear, you may proceed, but be ready to stop if necessary. Question 45. When should you not overtake another vehicle? A. When approaching a bend or crest of a hill. B. On a long straight road. C. When there is a broken white line. D. If the vehicle ahead is very slow. Answers is A. When approaching a bend or crest of a hill. You should never overtake when your view of the road ahead is restricted, such as on a bend, at a junction, or approaching the crest of a hill. This is because you cannot see if there is oncoming traffic or other hazards. Question 46. What does this sign warn drivers about on the road? A. Falling rocks from above. B. Uneven road surface. C. Loose gravel ahead. D. Steep descent ahead. Answers is A. Falling rocks from above. This warning sign indicates that there is a risk of falling rocks from the cliff or hillside alongside the road. Drivers should be vigilant for debris and reduce speed, especially in adverse weather. Question 47. What does this sign inform drivers about the road ahead? A. One-way street ahead. B. Two-way traffic ahead. C. End of one-way street. D. No entry for all vehicles. Answers is A, one-way street ahead. This information sign indicates that the road ahead is a one-way street. All traffic must travel in the same direction, reducing the risk of head-on collisions. Question 48. What does this prohibitory sign mean for drivers? A. Maximum speed limit of 50. B. Minimum speed limit of 50. C. Recommended speed is 50. D. End of speed limit 50. Answers is A. Maximum speed limit of 50. This prohibitory sign indicates a maximum speed limit. In this case, drivers must not exceed 50 units e.g., in some other. Question 49. What is the correct use of dipped headlights during the day? A. In poor visibility or dull weather. B. Always, regardless of conditions. C. Only when following another vehicle. D. Never, save for night driving. Answers is A. In poor visibility or dull weather. You should use dipped headlights during the day if visibility is poor, such as in rain, fog, or dull weather. This makes your vehicle more visible to other road users, improving safety. Question 50. What is the safest way to drive through a tunnel? A. Turn on dipped headlights, remove sunglasses. B. Keep full beam on to see better. C. Increase speed to exit quickly. D. Maintain normal following distance. Answers is A. Turn on dipped headlights, remove sunglasses. When entering a tunnel, turn on your dipped headlights, remove sunglasses, and be prepared for changes in light. Maintain a safe following distance, and be aware of any signs indicating restrictions or hazards within the tunnel. Question 51. What does this sign mean for the condition of the road surface? A. Loose gravel or stones. B. Slippery road due to ice. C. Road liable to flooding. D. Uneven road surface. Answers is A. Loose gravel or stones. This warning sign indicates that there is loose gravel or stones on the road surface. Drivers should reduce speed to avoid skidding and to prevent stones from being thrown up and damaging other vehicles. Question 52. What does this road sign indicate about vehicle entry? A. No entry for all vehicles. B. No entry for motor vehicles only. C. Pedestrian zone ahead. D. One-way traffic to the right. Answers is A. No entry for all vehicles. This prohibitory sign, a red circle with a white bar, means no entry for all vehicles. It typically indicates a road where traffic is prohibited in the direction of the sign. Question 53. What does this blue sign indicate about the junction ahead? A. Proceed straight or turn right. B. Turn right only. C. No right turn. D. Straight ahead only. Answers is A. Proceed straight or turn right. This mandatory sign indicates that drivers must either proceed straight ahead or turn right at the junction. It guides traffic flow and lane usage. Question 54. What is the primary danger when driving in strong crosswinds? A. Being blown off course or losing control. B. Increased braking distance. C. Engine overheating. D. Visibility. Answers is A. Being blown off course or losing control. Strong crosswinds can cause your vehicle to be blown off course, especially if you're driving a vehicle, a motorcycle, or towing a caravan. You must grip the steering wheel firmly and be prepared to correct your steering. Question 55. What should you do if you are dazzled by the headlights of an oncoming vehicle? A. Slow down and look to the left verge. B. Flash your high beams back at them. C. Close your eyes until they pass. D. Speed up to pass them quickly. Answers is A, slow down and look to the left ver. If dazzled, slow down, and if necessary, stop. Avoid looking directly at the headlights instead. Focus on the edge of the road or the white line to maintain your position. Question 56. What does this sign mean for drivers of large vehicles? A, low-flying aircraft or sudden noise. B, tunnel ahead, turn on lights. C, vehicles prohibited. D, no entry for goods vehicles. Answers is A, low-flying aircraft or sudden noise. This warning sign indicates an area where low-flying aircraft operate, often near airports. Drivers should be prepared for sudden aircraft noise, which could be startling. Question 57. What does this priority sign indicate to drivers on this road? A, end of priority road. B, start of priority road. C, give way at intersection. D, stop ahead. Answers is A, end of priority road. This priority sign, A yellow diamond with A white border and A black diagonal stripe, indicates the end of A priority road. From this point onwards, you no longer have automatic at junctions. Question 58. What does this road sign warn drivers about? A, speed hump or raised area. B, uneven road surface. C, slippery road ahead. D, in the road. Answers is A, speed hump or raised area. This warning sign indicates a hump or speed bump ahead. Drivers should reduce their speed to pass over it smoothly and safely, avoiding discomfort or damage to the vehicle. Question 59. What should you do if you are driving on a dual carriageway and you see this sign? A, prepare for the road to narrow. B, increase speed to reach motor vehicles. C, turn right at the next junction. D, look for a pedestrian crossing. Answers is A, prepare for the road to narrow. This sign is road narrows on both sides. On a dual carriageway, if this sign appears, it means one or more lanes will close, and the road will become narrower. You should merge safely and in good time into the remaining open lanes. Question 60. What is the primary function of engine oil in a vehicle? A, moving parts to reduce wear. B, cools the engine rapidly. C, increases fuel efficiency directly. D, powers the electrical system. Answers is A, moving parts to reduce wear. Engine oil lubricates the moving parts within the engine, reducing friction and wear. It also helps to cool the engine, keep it clean, and seal combustion chambers, all of which are essential for the engine's longevity and performance. Question 61. What does this warning sign indicate regarding the road structure? A, tunnel ahead. B, low bridge. C, road narrows on both sides. D, steep descent. Answers is A, tunnel ahead. This warning sign indicates a tunnel ahead. Drivers should turn on their dipped headlights, remove sunglasses, and be prepared for changes in light and road conditions within the tunnel. Question 62. What does this sign mean for traffic joining from the right? A, minor road joins from the right. B, priority road ahead. C, road ends on the right. D, right turn only. Answers is A, minor road joins from the right. This warning sign indicates a junction ahead where a minor road joins from the right. Drivers should be aware of potential traffic merging or turning into the main road. Question 63. What does this sign instruct drivers regarding their direction? A, pass obstacle on the right. B, pass obstacle on the left. C, overtake on the right. D, no entry. Answers is A, pass obstacle on the right. This mandatory sign indicates that drivers must pass the obstacle ahead, such as a traffic island or roadworks on the right side. It directs traffic flow around impediments. Question 64. What is the purpose of a rumble strip on the road? A, to alert drivers to hazards or changes. B, to improve road drainage. C, to increase vehicle speed. D, to mark pedestrian crossings. Answers is A, to alert drivers to hazards or changes. Rumble strips are raised or grooved patterns on the road surface, designed to create noise and vibration in the vehicle when driven over. They alert drivers to potential hazards, approaching junctions, or lane departure, helping to prevent accidents. Question 65. Why is it dangerous to drive on tires? A, poor grip, increased fuel use, tire damage. B, improved grip, longer tire life. C, faster acceleration and braking. D, steering effort. Answers is A, poor grip, increased fuel use, tire damage. Tires reduce your vehicle's grip on the road, particularly when cornering or braking, and increase stopping distances. They also lead to increased fuel consumption and faster, uneven tire wear, potentially causing a blowout. Question 66. What does this sign indicate to drivers about railway crossings? A, railway crossing ahead. B, railway crossing ahead. C, warning of drawbridge. D, junction with railway. Answers is A, railway crossing ahead. This warning sign indicates a railway crossing ahead. Drivers should prepare to stop, look, and listen for trains, and only proceed when it is safe to do so. Question 67. What does this priority sign indicate regarding oncoming traffic? A, oncoming traffic has priority. B, you have priority over oncoming traffic. C, no overtaking allowed. D, two-way traffic ahead. Answers is A, oncoming traffic has priority. This priority sign means that oncoming traffic has priority over your vehicle. You must give way to any vehicles coming from the opposite direction before proceeding, typically where the road narrows. Question 68. What does this sign prohibit for certain vehicles? A, no entry for vehicles with trailer. B, no entry for goods vehicles. C, trailer parking allowed. D, towing prohibited. Answers is A, no entry for vehicles with trailer. This prohibitory sign means that vehicles towing a trailer are not allowed to enter the road or area beyond the sign. This might be due to steep gradients, sharp bends, or other road conditions unsuitable for trailers. Question 69. What is the maximum speed limit for a car on a motorway in the A, 70, B, 60, C, 50, D, 80? Answers is A, 70. The maximum speed limit for cars and motorcycles on motorways in the is 70 unless signs indicate otherwise. It is important to remember that speed limits are maximums, not targets, and conditions may require you to drive slower. Question 70. What is the purpose of reflective studs cat's eyes on the road? A, to guide drivers in the dark or fog. B, to indicate parking restrictions. C, to slow down traffic. D, to mark pedestrian crossings. Answers is A, to guide drivers in the dark or fog. Reflective studs cat's eyes are used to guide drivers, especially in the dark or in foggy conditions. Different colors indicate different parts of the road, such as the edge of the carriageway, the center line, or motorway exits. Question 71. What does this warning sign indicate regarding animals? A. Cattle crossing ahead. B. Wild animals in area. C. Domestic pets in road. D. Zoo entrance nearby. Answers is A. Cattle crossing ahead. This warning sign indicates that cattle may be crossing the road ahead, often found near farms or open grazing areas. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared to stop for livestock. Question 72. What does this blue sign indicate for direction? A. Proceed straight or turn left. B. Turn left only. C. No left turn allowed. D. One-way street to the left. Answers is A. Proceed straight or turn left. This mandatory sign indicates that drivers must either proceed straight ahead or turn left at the junction. It directs traffic flow and helps in lane selection. Question 73. What does this sign mean for cyclists? A. Compulsory cycle track. B. No cycling allowed. C. Warning of cyclists. D. Cycle parking available. Answers is A. Compulsory cycle track. This mandatory sign indicates a compulsory cycle track. Cyclists must use this path, and other vehicles are generally prohibited from it unless otherwise signed. Question 74. When should you not use your vehicle's full beam headlights? A. When there is oncoming traffic. B. On an unlit road at night. C. When driving alone. D. To signal turning. Answers is A. When there is oncoming traffic. You must dip your headlights when there is oncoming traffic, or when following another vehicle, to avoid dazzling other drivers. Full beam should only be used on unlit roads when there are no other road users who could be affected. Question 75. What is the main reason for keeping your windscreen and windows clean? A. To ensure clear visibility at all times. B. To make the car look better. C. To reduce glare from the sun. D. To improve aerodynamics. Answers is A. To ensure clear visibility at all times. Maintaining a clean windscreen and windows is paramount for clear visibility. Dirt, grime, and streaks can significantly impair your view of the road, especially in low light or when the sun is low, compromising safety. Question 76. What does this warning sign indicate regarding the road ahead? A. Or damaged road surface. B. Speed humps ahead. C. Uneven road general. D. Loose gravel. Answers is A. Or damaged road surface. This warning sign indicates the presence of potholes or a badly damaged road surface ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and navigate carefully to avoid damage to their tires or suspension. Question 77. What does this blue square sign indicate to drivers? A. Road for motor vehicles only. B. No entry for motor vehicles. C. Motorway ahead. D. Minimum speed for motor vehicles. Answers is A. Road for motor vehicles only. This information sign indicates a road specifically for motor vehicles. Certain slow-moving vehicles, pedestrians, and cyclists are often prohibited, similar to a motorway, but without full motorway restrictions. Question 78. What does this sign mean for goods vehicles? A. No overtaking for goods vehicles. B. Goods vehicles must use this lane. C. Goods vehicles parking only. D. End of goods vehicle restriction. Answers is A. No overtaking for goods vehicles. This prohibitory sign indicates that goods vehicles often over a certain weight are not permitted to overtake other vehicles. This restriction is usually put in place to improve traffic flow and safety. Question 79. What is the consequence of not checking your mirrors before changing lanes? A. Risk of collision with unseen vehicle. B. Improved fuel economy. C. Faster lane changes. D. Blind spots. Answers is A. Risk of collision with unseen vehicle. Failing to check your mirrors and blind spots before changing lanes significantly increases the risk of a collision with a vehicle or cyclist that may be alongside or just behind you. Always use the routine. Question 80. Why is it important to switch off your engine if stuck in a traffic jam for a long time? A. To reduce emissions and save fuel. B. To prevent the engine from freezing. C. To cool the engine down quickly. D. To alert emergency services. Answers is A. To reduce emissions and save fuel. If you are stationary in a traffic jam for a prolonged period, switching off your engine helps to reduce harmful emissions and conserves fuel. It is an environmentally friendly and economical practice. Question 81. What does this sign warn drivers about ahead? A. Wild animals in the area. B. Cattle crossing. C. Pet shop ahead. D. Zoo entrance. Answers is A. Wild animals in the area. This warning sign indicates that wild animals such as deer may cross the road ahead. Drivers should be particularly vigilant at dawn and dusk, reduce speed, and be prepared to stop suddenly. Question 82. What does this blue circular sign indicate for pedestrians? A. Compulsory pedestrian track. B. Pedestrian crossing point. C. No pedestrians allowed. D. Warning of pedestrians. Answers is A. Compulsory pedestrian track. This mandatory sign indicates a compulsory pedestrian track. Pedestrians must use this path, and vehicles are generally prohibited from it unless otherwise signed. Question 83. What does this sign mean for vehicles carrying water-polluting substances? A. No entry for water-polluting substances. B. Pollution control area ahead. C. Water services area. D. Road liable to flooding. Answers is A. No entry for water-polluting substances. This prohibitory sign indicates that vehicles carrying substances that could pollute water are not allowed to enter the area or road. This is often seen near water sources to protect the environment. Question 84. What does a green light at a traffic light signal mean? A. You may proceed if the way is clear. B. You must stop immediately. C. Prepare to stop, light changing. D. You have priority over all traffic. Answers is A. You may proceed if the way is clear. A green light means you may go if the way is clear. However, you must not proceed if there are still vehicles or pedestrians obstructing your path, even if the light is green. Question 85. When are you allowed to use a bus lane? A. Only if signs indicate specific times. B. Always if you are turning left. C. Never under any circumstances. D. During off-peak hours only. Answers is A. Only if signs indicate specific times. Bus lanes are usually restricted to buses, taxis, and cyclists during hours. You may only use a bus lane if the signs indicate it is permitted for your vehicle type or outside of the restricted operating hours. Question 86. What does this warning sign indicate regarding the road surface? A. Change of road surface ahead. B. Slippery road due to ice. C. Rough road ahead. D. Road liable to flooding. Answers is A. Change of road surface ahead. This warning sign indicates a change in road surface ahead. Drivers should anticipate different grip levels, which could include going from tarmac to gravel or a different type of paving, and adjust speed accordingly. Question 87. What does this sign indicate about the road and public transport? A. Road with a bus lane. B. Bus stop ahead. C. No entry for buses. D. Bus station nearby. Answers is A. Road with a bus lane. This information sign indicates a road with a lane, specifically for public transport vehicles like buses. Drivers of other vehicles must not enter or use this lane unless permitted by other signs or road markings. Question 88. What does this sign prohibit for drivers? A. No stopping allowed. B. No parking allowed. C. Loading zone only. D. Waiting allowed. Answers is A. No stopping allowed. This prohibitory sign, a red circle with a blue background and 2 diagonal red lines, means no stopping. You are not allowed to stop your vehicle for any reason, even to pick up or drop off passengers. Question 89. What should you do if your car starts to aquaplane? A. Ease off the accelerator, do not brake or steer sharply. B. Brake hard and steer into the skid. C. Accelerate to gain traction. D. Turn off the engine immediately. Answers is A. Ease off the accelerator, do not brake or steer sharply. If your car starts to aquaplane, tires lose contact with the road due to water, ease off the accelerator and hold the steering wheel straight. Do not brake or steer sharply until you feel the tires regain grip. Gentle steering adjustments are okay if needed. Question 90. Why is it important to ensure your vehicle's exhaust system is in good condition? A. To prevent poisonous gases entering the vehicle. B. To improve engine power. C. To make the engine quieter. D. To reduce fuel consumption. Answers is A. To prevent poisonous gases entering the vehicle. A faulty exhaust system can allow poisonous gases, such as carbon monoxide, to leak into the vehicle's cabin, posing a serious health risk to occupants. It also helps reduce noise and control emissions, so regular maintenance is vital. Question 91. What does this sign mean for upcoming traffic? A. Traffic congestion ahead. B. Ahead. C. Traffic lights ahead. D. Hazard perception zone. Answers is A. Traffic congestion ahead. This warning sign indicates that traffic congestion is likely ahead. Drivers should prepare to slow down, potentially stop, and maintain a safe following distance. Question 92. What does this blue sign inform drivers about parking? A. Parking place ahead. B. No parking allowed. C. Bus stop ahead. D. Disabled parking only. Answers is A. Parking place ahead. This information sign indicates that a parking place is available ahead. Additional plates might specify restrictions, times or types of parking. Question 93. What does this sign prohibit for motorcyclists? A. No entry for motorcycles. B. Motorcycle parking only. C. Motorcycle lane ahead. D. Motorcyclists dismount. Answers is A. No entry for motorcycles. This prohibitory sign indicates that motorcycles are not permitted to enter the road or area beyond the sign. This might be due to noise restrictions, safety concerns, or to create a specific zone. Question 94. What is the recommended action if you are involved in a minor collision on the road? A. Stop, exchange details and ensure safety. B. Drive away if no one is injured. C. Call the police for minor damage only. D. Wait for other drivers to stop. Answers is A. Stop, exchange details and ensure safety. If involved in any collision, you must stop your vehicle, check for, exchange insurance and contact details with other parties, and ensure the scene is safe. Only call the police if someone is injured, the road is blocked, or details cannot be. Question 95. Why is it important to ensure your car's fluid levels are correct before a long journey? A. To prevent breakdowns and ensure safe operation. B. To improve interior comfort. C. To change tire pressures. D. To make the engine run faster. Answers is A. To prevent breakdowns and ensure safe operation. Checking fluid levels, oil, coolant, brake fluid, before a long journey is vital to prevent breakdowns and ensure the safe and reliable operation of your vehicle. Low fluid levels can lead to serious mechanical issues or safety hazards. Question 96. What does this sign warn drivers about on the road ahead? A. Steep descent ahead. B. Steep ascent ahead. C. Slippery road. D. Uneven road surface. Answers is A. Steep descent ahead. This warning sign indicates a steep descent downhill gradient ahead. Drivers should select a lower gear to use engine braking and avoid overheating their brakes. Question 97. What does this road sign indicate regarding road junctions? A. Junction with a minor road ahead. B. Priority road ahead. C. Main road ahead. D. Roundabout ahead. Answers is A. Junction with a minor road ahead. This warning sign indicates a junction with a minor road ahead. Drivers should be aware of potential traffic entering or leaving the main road and adjust their speed accordingly. Question 98. What does this sign mean regarding turning left or right? A. Turn right or left. B. No turns allowed. C. Straight ahead only. D. U-turn permitted. Answers is A. Turn right or left. This mandatory sign indicates that drivers can either turn right or turn left at the junction, but they are not permitted to proceed straight ahead. It is often used to direct traffic flow in specific areas. Question 99. What is the primary danger of driving with worn shock absorbers? A. Control, increased braking distance. B. Better fuel economy. C. Quieter ride. D. Increased tire life. Answers is A. Control, increased braking distance. Worn shock absorbers severely impact vehicle control, especially when braking, cornering, or driving over uneven surfaces. They can increase braking distances, cause tires to lose contact with the road, and make handling unpredictable, leading to a significant safety risk. Question 100. What should you do if a driver behind you is tailgating? A. Increase your following distance ahead. B. Brake sharply to teach them a lesson. C. Speed up to get away from them. D. Flash your hazard lights repeatedly. Answers is A. Increase your following distance ahead. If a driver behind you is tailgating, the safest action is to increase your own following distance to the vehicle in front. This creates a larger buffer zone, allowing you more time to react and brake gently, which gives the tailgater more time to respond. Question 101. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Series of dangerous curves first right. B. Single dangerous curve to the right. C. Road liable to flooding. D. Slippery road surface. Answers is A. Series of dangerous curves first right. This warning sign indicates a series of dangerous curves ahead, with the first bend being to the right. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for multiple changes in direction. Question 102. What does this sign tell you about the speed limits on this road? A. Maximum speed limits in different lanes. B. Minimum speed limits in different lanes. C. Recommended speed for all lanes. D. End of speed limits. Answers is A. Maximum speed limits in different lanes. This information sign indicates that different maximum speed limits apply to different lanes on the road ahead. Drivers must observe the specific speed limit for the lane they are traveling in. Question 103. What does this mandatory sign indicate? A. Pass obstacle on the left. B. Pass obstacle on the right. C. No entry. D. Left turn only. Answers is A. Pass obstacle on the left. This mandatory sign indicates that drivers must pass the obstacle ahead, such as a traffic island or roadworks on the left side. It directs traffic flow around obstructions. Question 104. What should you do if your brakes fail while driving? A. Pump the brake pedal, use handbrake gently. B. Switch off the engine immediately. C. Accelerate to reduce brake reliance. D. Open the car door to create drag. Answers is A. Pump the brake pedal, use handbrake gently. If your brakes fail, try pumping the brake pedal rapidly to build up pressure. If this doesn't work, slowly and carefully apply the handbrake, being prepared to release it if the wheels lock. Downshift to lower gears to use engine braking. Question 105. Why should you regularly check your vehicle's lights? A. To ensure visibility to others and road illumination. B. To improve engine performance. C. To conserve fuel. D. To make the car look modern. Answers is A. To ensure visibility to others and road illumination. Regularly checking all your lights, headlights, tail lights, brake lights, indicators, fog lights is crucial for safety. It ensures you can see the road clearly and, more importantly, that other road users can see your vehicle and your intentions, especially in poor light or weather. Question 106. What does this sign warn drivers about on the road ahead? A. Dangerous hard shoulder. B. No stopping on hard shoulder. C. Road narrows on the right. D. On hard shoulder. Answers is A. Dangerous hard shoulder. This warning sign indicates a dangerous hard shoulder. This could mean it is soft, broken, or has a significant drop, making it unsafe to use for stopping or driving. Question 107. What does this sign indicate about the road's classification? A. End of road for motor vehicles. B. Start of road for motor vehicles. C. Motorway ends. D. No entry for motor vehicles. Answers is A. End of road for motor vehicles. This information sign indicates the end of a road for motor vehicles. From this point, general road rules and vehicle types may apply. Question 108. What does this blue sign indicate about the junction ahead? A. Beginning of an additional lane left. B. Lane closure on the left. C. Merge right into traffic. D. Left turn only lane. Answers is A. Beginning of an additional lane left. This information sign indicates the beginning of an additional lane on the left side of the carriageway. This often happens before a junction to provide extra capacity for turning traffic. Question 109. When is it acceptable to overtake on the left? A. In slow-moving, queuing traffic. B. Always if safe to do so. C. Only when the road is clear. D. Never in the. Answers is A. In slow-moving, queuing traffic. In the, you generally overtake on the right. However, it is permissible to overtake on the left in slow-moving, queuing traffic if the vehicles in the right lane are moving slower or are stationary, or if you are in a lane specifically for left turns. Question 110. Why should you avoid harsh braking and acceleration in adverse weather? A. To prevent skidding and loss of control. B. To save fuel. C. To keep the engine warm. D. To avoid dazzling other drivers. Answers is A. To prevent skidding and loss of control. Harsh braking and acceleration can easily lead to skidding and loss of control in adverse weather conditions like rain, ice, or snow. Smooth, gentle inputs are crucial to maintain tire grip and stability. Question 111. What does this warning sign indicate regarding the road ahead? A. Series of dangerous curves first left. B. Single dangerous curve to the left. C. Slippery road ahead. D. Road narrows on the left. Answers is A. Series of dangerous curves first left. This warning sign indicates a series of dangerous curves ahead, with the first bend being to the left. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for multiple changes in direction. Question 112. What does this sign mean for vehicles carrying explosives? A. No entry for goods. B. Flammable goods only parking. C. Warning of explosions. D. Fire station ahead. Answers is A. No entry for goods. This prohibitory sign indicates that vehicles carrying explosive or flammable goods are not permitted to enter the road or area beyond the sign. This is for safety reasons, often near tunnels or areas. Question 113. What does this sign indicate about parking on certain days? A. No parking on days. B. No parking on days. C. Parking on odd days only. D. No parking at all times. Answers is A. No parking on days. This prohibitory sign means no parking on days of the month E, G. This is often used for alternating parking restrictions to allow street cleaning or improve traffic flow. Question 114. What is the primary purpose of a reflective warning triangle? A. To warn other drivers of a broken down vehicle. B. To mark a safe parking spot. C. To signal a vehicle needs fuel. D. To help mechanics find your vehicle. Answers is A. To warn other drivers of a broken down vehicle. A reflective warning triangle is used to warn other road users of a stationary, broken down vehicle, especially at night or in poor visibility. It should be placed at least 45 meters, 147 feet behind your vehicle on the same side of the road, but never on motorways. Question 115. When approaching a roundabout, what should you do if taking the first exit? A. Signal left, stay in the left lane. B. Signal right, stay in the right lane. C. Do not signal until on the roundabout. D. Always go around twice for safety. Answers is A. Signal left, stay in the left lane. If taking the first exit up to 12 o'clock at a roundabout, you should signal left on approach and keep to the left lane. Continue to signal left as you leave the roundabout. Question 116. What does this sign indicate to drivers about the road ahead? A. Road works ahead. B. Traffic congestion. C. Speed limit zone. D. New road surface. Answers is A. Road works ahead. This warning sign indicates that there are road works ahead. Drivers should reduce speed, be prepared for hazards like temporary lanes, workers and machinery, and follow all temporary signs. Question 117. What does this sign indicate about the road for pedestrians? A. Pedestrian crossing ahead. B. No pedestrians allowed. C. Footpath only. D. Children crossing. Answers is A. Pedestrian crossing ahead. This information sign indicates that a pedestrian crossing is ahead. It provides advance warning, allowing drivers to prepare to slow down or stop for pedestrians. Question 118. What does this mandatory sign indicate about lane usage? A. Direction of movement in a single lane. B. Lane closure ahead. C. No entry for this lane. D. Merge into this lane. Answers is A. Direction of movement in a single lane. This information sign indicates the direction of movement for vehicles in a specific lane. Drivers must follow the arrow, meaning they must proceed straight ahead in this lane. Question 119. What is the significance of a continuous white line along the edge of the road? A. It marks the edge of the carriageway. B. It indicates a parking zone. C. It means no stopping is allowed. D. It denotes a cycle lane. Answers is A. It marks the edge of the carriageway. A continuous white line along the edge of the road marks the boundary of the carriageway, separating it from the hard shoulder, verge, or pavement. It helps drivers maintain their position on the road, especially in poor visibility. Question 120. What should you do if your steering suddenly feels light and less responsive? A. Ease off accelerator and grip steering wheel. B. Accelerate to gain control. C. Brake hard and steer sharply. D. Close your eyes and hope for the best. Answers is A. Ease off accelerator and grip steering wheel. A light, unresponsive steering wheel can indicate aquaplaning tires losing grip on water or driving on ice. Ease off the accelerator gently, hold the steering wheel straight, and avoid harsh braking or steering inputs until you feel the tires regain grip. This allows your tires to regain contact with the road surface. Question 121. What does this sign warn drivers about on the road ahead? A. Curve direction sign right arrow. B. Sharp turn right ahead. C. One-way traffic to the right. D. No right turn. Answers is A. Curve direction sign right arrow. This warning sign is a curve direction sign, indicating a sharp bend to the right. It helps drivers anticipate the severity and direction of the upcoming curve, allowing them to adjust speed accordingly. Question 122. What does this sign mean for priority at a junction? A. Direction of the priority road. B. End of priority road. C. Give way at the junction. D. Stop ahead. Answers is A. Direction of the priority road. This information plate is used with a give way or stop sign to show the direction of the main priority road, helping drivers understand which direction has at complex junctions. Question 123. What does this sign mean regarding parking on certain days? A. No parking on days. B. No parking on days. C. Parking on even days only. D. No parking at all times. Answers is A. No parking on days. This prohibitory sign means no parking on days of the month E, G. This restriction is often used for alternating parking rules, allowing for street maintenance. Question 124. What is the purpose of white diagonal stripes or chevrons on the road? A. To separate traffic lanes or warn of hazards. B. To indicate a parking zone. C. To mark a pedestrian crossing. D. To designate a cycle lane. Answers is A. To separate traffic lanes or warn of hazards. White diagonal stripes or chevrons are used to separate traffic lanes, protect turning traffic, or warn of a hazard ahead, e.g., a bend or narrowing road. You should not drive on them unless it is safe to do so and necessary. Question 125. What does a yellow box junction mean for drivers? A. Do not enter unless your exit is clear. B. You must stop inside the box. C. Always drive straight through. D. It's a parking area during off-peak. Answers is A. Do not enter unless your exit is clear. A yellow box junction is designed to prevent traffic congestion. You must not enter the box unless your exit road or lane is clear. The only exception is if you are turning right and are prevented from doing so by oncoming traffic or other vehicles waiting to turn right. Question 126. What does this sign mean for vehicles using the road? A. Reversible lane road ahead. B. One-way traffic only. C. Lane closure ahead. D. No entry for all vehicles. Answers is A. Reversible lane road ahead. This information sign indicates a reversible lane road, where the direction of traffic flow in one or more lanes can change at different times of the day to manage peak traffic. Drivers must pay close attention to overhead signals. Question 127. What does this sign warn drivers about on the road ahead? A. Accident concentration area. B. Roadworks ahead. C. Slippery road. D. Traffic congestion. Answers is A. Accident concentration area. This warning sign indicates an area where there is a concentration of road traffic accidents. Drivers should be especially cautious, anticipate potential hazards, and adjust their driving accordingly. Question 128. What does this blue square sign indicate about lane usage? A. Of movement in lanes. B. Merge into one lane. C. Lane closure ahead. D. Speed limits for each lane. Answers is A. Of movement in lanes. This information sign indicates the permitted directions of movement for traffic in multiple lanes. Drivers should choose the correct lane well in advance for their intended direction. Question 129. What should you do if you miss your turning on a normal road? A. Continue until safe to turn or find alternative. B. Reverse back to the turning immediately. C. Stop suddenly in the road. D. Make a U-turn regardless of traffic. Answers is A. Continue until safe to turn or find alternative. If you miss your turning, continue driving until you find a safe and legal place to turn around or take an alternative route. Never reverse, stop suddenly, or make an illegal U-turn, as this can be very dangerous. Question 130. What is the purpose of stopping distances published in the Highway Code? A. Guide drivers on safe following gaps. B. Minimum required stopping distance. C. Maximum braking performance. D. Stopping distance in perfect conditions. Answers is A. Guide drivers on safe following gaps. The stopping distances in the highway code are A. Guide, representing the typical minimum distance required to stop in good conditions. They combine thinking distance and braking distance. Drivers should aim to leave more space, especially in adverse conditions, as these are ideal figures. Question 131. What does this warning sign indicate regarding the road ahead? A. Road narrows on the right. B. Road narrows on the left. C. Lane closure on the right. D. Emergency stopping lane. Answers is A. Road narrows on the right. This warning sign indicates that the road ahead narrows on the right side. Drivers should be aware of space and potentially need to merge left or give way to oncoming traffic. Question 132. What does this sign mean for vehicles when turning? A. No left turn allowed. B. Left turn compulsory. C. Left lane closure. D. Warning of sharp left bend. Answers is A. No left turn allowed. This prohibitory sign indicates that making a left turn at this junction or location is not allowed. Drivers must find an alternative route if they wish to proceed left. Question 133. What does this sign indicate about the route's priority? A. Give way to oncoming traffic. B. You have priority. C. Stop and give way. D. End of priority road. Answers is A. Give way to oncoming traffic. This priority sign, an inverted red triangle, means give way. You must give way to traffic on the main road before proceeding. You do not have to stop if the way is clear, but be prepared to. Question 134. What should you do if your vehicle starts to skid on ice or snow? A. Steer gently into the skid, ease off accelerator. B. Brake hard and steer away from the skid. C. Accelerate to gain traction. D. Turn the steering wheel rapidly back and forth. Answers is A. Steer gently into the skid, ease off accelerator. If your vehicle starts to skid, ease off the accelerator and steer gently into the direction of the skid, the direction the rear of the car is sliding. Avoid harsh braking or sudden steering inputs, which can worsen the skid. Question 135. What is the best way to deal with dazzle from the sun? A. Wear sunglasses and use the sun visor. B. Use full beam headlights. C. Close your eyes briefly. D. Drive faster to get out of the sun. Answers is A. Wear sunglasses and use the sun visor. Dazzle from the sun can significantly impair your vision. Wear sunglasses, use your sun visor, and if necessary, slow down or even stop until visibility improves. Ensure your windscreen is clean to reduce glare. Question 136. What does this warning sign indicate regarding the road ahead? A. Railway crossing ahead. B. Railway crossing. C. Warning of drawbridge. D. Tram crossing ahead. Answers is A. Railway crossing ahead. This warning sign indicates a railway crossing ahead. Drivers should exercise extreme caution, be prepared to stop, and look and listen for trains, as more than one train could be involved. Question 137. What does this sign recommend for drivers? A. Recommended speed of 50. B. A maximum speed limit of 50. C. Minimum speed limit of 50. D. End of speed limit 50. Answers is A, recommended speed of 50. This information sign indicates a recommended speed, in this case, 50 units e.g., or this is not a mandatory limit, but suggests a safe and efficient speed for the section of road ahead under normal conditions. Question 138. What does this sign mean for vehicles entering a specific area? A. No entry for motor vehicles. B. No entry for all vehicles. C. Parking for motor vehicles. D. Road for motor vehicles. Answers is A. No entry for motor vehicles. This prohibitory sign, a red circle with a vehicle symbol, means no entry for motor vehicles. It restricts access for motorized traffic, often to pedestrian zones or areas only accessible by public transport or bicycles. Question 139. When should you use your main beam headlights? A. On unlit roads with no other traffic. B. In foggy conditions. C. When driving in a built-up area. D. When following another vehicle closely. Answers is A. On unlit roads with no other traffic. Main beam headlights should only be used on unlit roads or motorways where there is no oncoming traffic and you are not following another vehicle closely. They provide maximum illumination, but can dazzle other road users. Question 140. What is the legal requirement for mirrors on your vehicle? A. At least 2 functional mirrors. B. Only 1 main mirror. C. No mirrors are legally required. D. 3 mirrors for all vehicles. Answers is A. At least 2 functional mirrors. By law, your vehicle must have at least 2 functional mirrors, 1 interior and 1 exterior on the driver's side, or 2 exterior mirrors if an interior mirror is not possible due to cargo or design. These are essential for observing traffic around your vehicle. Question 141. What does this sign mean about the road and its adjacent area? A. Road narrows on the left. B. Road narrows on the right. C. Lane closure on the left. D. Footpath ends. Answers is A. Road narrows on the left. This warning sign indicates that the road ahead narrows on the left side. Drivers should be aware of space and potentially need to merge right or be cautious of oncoming traffic. Question 142. What does this blue sign mean for a group of people? A. Movement of passenger cars only. B. No entry for passenger cars. C. Parking for passenger cars. D. Passenger point. Answers is A. Movement of passenger cars only. This mandatory sign indicates that the road or lane is for the movement of passenger cars only. Other vehicle types may be restricted. Question 143. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Place for U-turn. B. No U-turn allowed. C. Turn right only. D. Dead end ahead. Answers is A. Place for U-turn. This information sign indicates a place where U-turns are permitted. Drivers can safely turn their vehicle around here, provided it is clear and safe to do so. Question 144. What is the correct procedure for stopping at a stop sign? A. Stop completely, then proceed when safe. B. Slow down and proceed if clear. C. Only stop if traffic is approaching. D. Stop halfway across the junction. Answers is A. Stop completely, then proceed when safe. At a stop sign, you must come to a complete halt behind the stop line. Only proceed when it is safe to do so, giving way to all traffic on the main road, ensuring you do not cause them to stop, slow, or swerve. Question 145. When should you use the steering method? A. For tight turns and maneuvers. B. For high-speed cornering on motorways. C. Always, regardless of driving situation. D. Only when parallel parking. Answers is A. For tight turns and maneuvers. The steering method is best for turns and maneuvers like parking, as it allows for larger steering inputs. For most normal driving, push-pull steering is preferred as it keeps hands on the wheel. Question 146. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Curve direction sign left arrow. B. Sharp turn left ahead. C. One-way traffic to the left. D. No left turn. Answers is A. Curve direction sign left arrow. This warning sign is a curve direction sign, indicating a sharp bend to the left. It helps drivers anticipate the severity and direction of the upcoming curve, allowing them to adjust speed accordingly. Question 147. What does this sign indicate about specific vehicle access? A. No entry for tractors. B. Tractor parking only. C. Agricultural zone. D. Tractors must turn left. Answers is A. No entry for tractors. This prohibitory sign indicates that tractors are not permitted to enter the road or area beyond the sign. This restriction is often in place to protect road surfaces or limit slow-moving traffic. Question 148. What does this blue square sign indicate to drivers? A. Start of a residential area. B. End of a residential area. C. No entry for residents. D. Parking for residents only. Answers is A. Start of a residential area. This information sign indicates the beginning of a residential area or living zone where specific rules often apply, such as speed limits typically 20 and extra vigilance for pedestrians and children. Question 149. What is the importance of checking your tire tread depth? A. To ensure adequate grip and prevent aquaplaning. B. To improve fuel efficiency. C. To increase tire pressure. D. To make tires last longer. Answers is A. To ensure adequate grip and prevent aquaplaning. Checking tire tread depth legal minimum 1 across central of tread is vital for safety. Adequate tread ensures good grip, especially in wet conditions, and helps to prevent aquaplaning. Worn tires dramatically increase stopping distances and the risk of skidding. Question 150. What is the primary purpose of a vehicle's cooling system? A. To maintain engine operating temperature. B. To heat the vehicle's interior. C. To lubricate engine parts. D. To improve fuel combustion. Answers is A. To maintain engine operating temperature. The cooling system's primary purpose is to maintain the engine at its optimal operating temperature. It prevents the engine from overheating, which can cause serious damage, and also helps it warm up efficiently.